What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Currie Spice back with another video. And I'm back on. So this is another live episode. I'm getting addicted already. So I really want to do this episode about my piercings. All of the piercings I've ever had. I hope I can remember them all. Okay. So obviously in those episodes that I posted about my nose hoop and my septum hoop, you already know I have those. So, I have a conch piercing. It hurt like hell. Ooh, it hurt like hell. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. Ooh, it hurt, but it's worth it. This right here is the very ring that I've had in. They put it in for me when I got it pierced, and I never took it out because I love the ring so much. And I think it's been, what's it been, like almost 3 years now since I had this, I think. It's been a while. I lost count of how long I've had it, but it's been years. I have to go to the shop to get it taken out. And when I go to the dentist, they ask me if I could take it out because you know how they do the x-ray. And they have like this new x-ray machine where it like takes an x-ray of the entire head or something. But but yeah, so I tell them I can't take it out. Like, yeah, I can't take it out. The shop has to take it out. But I was thinking about getting it replaced with a gold one. But if I do gold, it's going to cost a lot of money because it'll be real gold. And I need to come up with the investment for that. It's going to be a while before I get that. Let's see what else I have here. For this top hole right here, I've had since I was a baby. When I got my ears pierced, the hole never closed. The hole never closed for some reason. I don't know why. It never closed. So I alternate. I alternate between this hole and the one below it. So that's 2 holes right there. 1, 2. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 5 piercings on this ear alone. I think I have 5. And then on this one, I have the tragus, which it doesn't close because I've had it forever. But yeah, I've had it for a long time. Actually, got it done when I lived in New York. That was like a very long time ago. So I've had the tragus piercing for at least I want to say for 10 years, but it was longer than that. Way longer than that. I've had it for a long time. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 piercings on his ear that are open. I do have another one that I did here, but I closed it. Like I went to Claire's to get the piercing on both of these. But I didn't use the hole enough, so I ended up closing it. And I also thought it was like too many earrings on one ear. But I went back to getting them pierced. Not the top one I just showed you. I kept those closed. I kept these closed. But there's 3 holes on the bottom lobe that are still open. Then that's not even counting that one hole from when I was a baby. That will never close. Even if I never put an earring in it, it still won't close. It's just open for life. So it's actually 4 holes on this lobe right here, just in the lower lobe. Then I had one up here. I had a piercing up here, but it was kind of annoying. It would like bubble or do this little keloid kind of thing. And it was like getting infected a lot or something. It was kind of a nuisance because I think I would like bump it a lot. So it got out, it was getting in the way. So I ended up taking it out. And I always wanted a industrial piercing. I've never had it before, and I'm still contemplating getting it. The only problem is, since I have this conch, it might be too much. Because I was going to get the industrial on this ear, but now that I have the conch, it might be like too busy. It would be too busy on that ear. So if I did do it, it'd be on this ear. But if I do it on this ear, that gets tricky too, because this is the ear I use to talk on the phone. And I didn't want the constant friction, you know, because it's going to be the same situation as with this piercing that I had up here that I ended up closing eventually. So I'm still contemplating the industrial. What else did I get? I had a this is my second nose. This is my second nostril hoop. Oh, no. I haven't had a hoop until like after I had kids. But this is my second attempt at a nose or nostril piercing. The first time I wore it, it was a stud, and I got it from like a swap meet, and it wasn't quite working right. It was all wrong because, first of all, it was at a swap meet, so it wasn't like the best of like handling, you know. It was like the piercing was done with a gun, which is a no-no. And then the prong of the jewelry, like, you know how it's like the prong and then you have the diamond that sits into the prong. Well, the prong was huge, so it would sink into my hole, stretching my hole and making it bigger. And I didn't like that, because then I had like this gaping hole in my nose, and I didn't want that. So I ended up taking the nose ring out and letting it heal. But it didn't fully heal. It just kind of stayed like, it wasn't quite a gaping hole, but it took a long time to get it to kind of shrink back, something close to what it once was. It never shrinked all the way back, but when I got that area re-pierced, that kind of helped shrink the hole a little bit more in a weird kind of way, because that area had to re-heal. So, and I mean, I still had the scarring like at the top, but it eventually started to re-heal. So my hole looks better now than it did before. But the second time around, I got better jewelry, because this jewelry is real. Yeah, and this is also real. And I get my jewelry from NV Body Piercing in Torrance. Is it called Torrance, or is it Redondo Beach? It might be Redondo Beach, but it's in California. You could look it up. Or the information might be in the description box of that episode that I have, where I discuss my nose and septum jewelry collection. So, there's so much to talk about with piercings. I got my tongue done. when I was like 19. But I have the scar. I took it out because I was too aggressive of an eater. So I ended up stretching the hole. So now it tore. It tore. So people can see it when I open my mouth. When I show them my tongue, they can see it. But I was considering maybe getting the tongue ring again, but the horizontal one, because I had the vertical one before. Yeah, I love the horizontal one look where it's at the tip and it's going this way. But I'm really not sure if I want to go through that torture again with the tongue, because when they pierced it, I was kind of like depressed after that because my tongue was swollen and I couldn't talk, and I was forced to eat soup and like soft foods, like that kind of stuff. Like I was stuck on a liquid diet, you know, and it was depressing. And I forget how long that lasted. I don't know if it's like a 3-day thing or if it's for a week. I can't remember. But it was like, I did this to myself. Why? You know? All for aesthetic. And yeah, so I wasn't a big fan of the tongue ring because of that. And then I was kind of afraid that I would swallow it. Like I was afraid that it would unravel, like the ball at the top would like unscrew itself and I would end up swallowing it in my sleep or something. That never happened, but I was kind of afraid of that. And then it just got in the way when I was eating. And then I got my belly button pierced. That hurt like hell. And it's stretched a little bit too, and I think it may have bubbled a little bit too, because you have to constantly clean it so it doesn't get infected. And I had a problem with maintenance, and I still kind of have a problem with maintenance, but I'm better with maintenance now than I was when I was younger. But I just really didn't like maintenance, and it was just annoying to have to constantly like treat and retreat and treat, to take care of, like, because it's a wound in a sense, because it's like it's an open area that needs to be healed, you know. So I'm not sure if I would get I don't know if I would get my navel ring again. And I had a bar. I had like a bar with, I think it was like 2 diamonds, one on each tip. And so it had the ball with the diamond, something like that. I forget how it looked exactly, but it was one of those kind of, it was like a bar, kind of, piercing or kind of ring. It wasn't like a hoop like this. I'm saving the best for last. I'm trying to, because it's one piercing I have, and I could do an episode on that. Like, it could have its own episode, like this piercing. So I'm not sure if I should include it in this or wait until another episode. But anyway, I want to get my clitoris hood pierced. I want to, don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. I've been wanting to get it for a long time. And I'm kind of bracing myself because I know it's going to hurt. I know it's going to hurt. Ooh, my God. I know it's going to hurt. But I'm trying to... Ooh, I don't want to think about it, but I kind of want it. I'm thinking about getting it because I like the way it looks. But we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated on that if I ever do it or get close to doing it. I need to sleep on it maybe for another year before I consider it. I've been playing it by year. I, not playing it by ear, playing it by year. So if I have like a whole year that passes and I don't want to do it because I'm too scared, I'll wait another year, kind of thing. But what's another piercing? I told you I wanted an industrial. On the fence about that, and the horizontal tongue ring. I'm on the fence about getting that since I already have experience with the tongue, and my nose rings I talked about in that nose and septum jewelry collection episode. This, but just as a refresher, this didn't hurt. It was just like a little prick. But actually, I can't remember if it hurt the first time I got it. It probably did hurt because it was with a gun the first time. But the second time was like with a prick. So it wasn't bad. This I got done twice too, actually. The first time I got the septum, it hurt like hell. And then I found out that when I was going to get this re-pierced, because it was improperly, it was not properly placed. Because I was going for the snug look, which is what I have here. I wanted the hoop to be like really just hugging this section of my nose, because I love that look. I love the no septum ring look, because I don't really like it when it hangs to the lip, touching the lip. And I've dabbled with rings like that were closer to my lip, like the U-shaped ones, more like the bull looking ring and U-shape, and I didn't like it on me. I didn't like it, and it was too long. But I have pictures of it on my Facebook at Melissa Currie-White BA. If you add me or follow me on there. But yeah. So the second time I got the septum ring, it didn't hurt at all. I was actually surprised. I was like, when is it going to start hurting? She's like, it's over. I'm done. I was like, really? I was surprised. I was like, wow. Because she told me, because I had a professional do it. Actually, 2 professionals did it. Like, the first time it was a professional, the second time it was with a professional. But the only problem is, I think the person who did it the first time, I forget. I think I'm getting the experience mixed up with the conch experience. But with the conch, I believe it was someone at a shop did it, but he said he never had piercings before. So I don't know if that contributed to the pain level I was feeling. Because maybe if he had his own piercings, he would have been more gentle with mine. I don't know. But with the septum, I just remembered it hurt like hell the first time around, and the second time didn't hurt at all. And the second time she did it through the sweet spot. She used a needle through the sweet spot, and it didn't hurt at all. And the second time, it was Envy Body Piercing who did it. The second time, it was Envy Body Piercing, and I love that place so much. Okay. So I'll talk about my final piercing. I guess I'll go ahead and do it in this episode. So I have my nipples pierced. And some people are like, what? Yeah, I have my nipples pierced. No, I'm not going to show you. Because I know it's going to be a question that comes up. They hurt like hell. They hurt like hell. I had to embrace myself to get it. Really had to embrace I had to brace it. I had to brace myself. Ooh, my goodness. It hurt. I'm telling you, it was one of the most hurtful excruciating pains in a piercing I've ever experienced. It was between the nipples and the conch. The two, they were out of this world. Pain wise, they were freaking out of this world. But I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I love my conch. I love my nipple rings. They have given me confidence. And, well, my conch and my nipple rings, they've given me confidence. And I'm like so eager to show them, you know, show them off. Like, oh, you know, like to my girlfriends, like, oh, you know, you want to see them? And, you know, it's very, I mean, wow. I don't know what more to say. I could, if you have more questions about it, I can, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll tell you more. Within reason, of course. Don't get pervy about it. But yeah, so yeah. Those are my piercings. I've dabbled with a lot of piercings in my life, and I'm not even sure if I'm completely done yet. I think I'm almost done, but not quite, because I have to try to figure out if I want, what I want to do as far as that lower piercing goes. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I could do another episode on if you have any other questions for me about any of the piercings I mentioned. And oh, I got done at, where did I get it? I forget where I got it done. It was someplace in Torrance who did the nipple rings, but I got the jewelry from Envy Body. So I got it from Envy Body Piercing. So, okay, before this episode gets too long, because it's already at like 22 minutes and counting. So I'm looking forward to spicing up your life one episode at a time. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I mentioned in here. And take care. I'm looking forward to another episode. All right, bye.